Hello, everyone. This is Shrike playing Hand Me Downs, and this was a game that was a game jam game that came out last year during the GMTK 2025 Summer Game Jam, which was a game jam I also participated in, and I played a lot of the games in it. I played as many as I could and streamed them. So if you want to watch those streams, I'll put a link to the whole playlist in the description. Um, I streamed me making my own game, and as well as then at the end, there's a series of days where I just played as many games as I could reasonably do and rated them during the rating period. And one of them was, in fact, this game. I did have to mute the music because, spoiler alert, I already recorded this and then found out the music was copyrighted. So I had to, I'm doing it again, basically. uh, this is a game that is based around you have a deck builder and you're building your deck, but every time you play a card, you're basically giving it to the opponent, and the opponent will then get to use it next round after that. And you're not just fighting one opponent, you're fighting 4 different opponents, and you go through them one by one, and then you loop back around and fight the first guy again. And if you can do that 5 full times, you win. So we're gonna start with the basic red deck and the wood table. There are different ones that I have not unlocked because I've not actually completed a run yet. So we're gonna try, and I'll explain it as we go along. So it seems like the first opponent is always the Mimic, who has no special abilities, but I give them a card. They will use it against us next time around, next time we fight them. I'm going to play one of our gilded cards here. It's gold, but it's also of the suit coins. So each of these has their own suits, and they have different priorities, basically, and different effects that are more flavorful to their suit. So there's the cups, swords, clubs, and coins. And the coins all start gilded. So they give us gold instead of points, meaning you need points to actually win a combat. These don't contribute to that at all currently. They'll give us money that we can spend at the store at the end. So I'm just going to play a 2, which will give us 4 gold because it is the only card there. And the first card activated gets doubled. So it was 2 times 2, which is 4 gold. So I got 4 gold, and we continue, which will switch over to his side. So next time we go there, we'll have to fight against him, but he'll have a 2 on the field. It's not gilded because the opponent has no use for gold, so it's taken away, basically. We got the bouncer. Can't put 2s or 3s on the field, so I have to have at least a 4, which I do have a 4. Again, I'm going to get gold. I don't need any points to win this because he has no cards of his own. Therefore, I can just give him the 4, get 8 gold, and continue on. So that's a pretty good start, I would say. And what's the last? The taxman. Putting a card on the field costs 3 gold. This is important to remember because we will have to not spend all of our money at the shop because we will always need some for him. I'm going to give him the 2. We will win 4 points versus his 0, and we win. Pretty straightforward, right? Things will get much more interesting once we get to round 2. The collector. He's already got a 3 on the field. Puts a random card on the field plus an extra card for each round played. Oh. After switch, removes the taken card from the table. I've never seen this guy before. So swords is the dominant suit. So swords will go first. So for instance, if I were to play the 9, the knight, because it's swords and it's higher value than him, it goes to the left, right? But if I play the 6 of clubs, even though it's a 6 versus his 3, it goes on the right because clubs is weaker than swords currently. Although, funny enough, we would tie because he gets 6 points, I get 6 points, and that's not bad. He's going to remove the 6 from play. Will he remove? All of the cards I give him will get removed. So, you know what's interesting? I could overplay cards to get them out of my deck and then have better cards for the future and get some money this way too. And I'll thin my deck out a little bit. So he's a very interesting one. So if I'm understand this correctly, yep, they get deleted. Okay. And because we're going to next wave, he gets 2 cards basically instead of 1. That's neat. So let's get a trinket. Sewing machine. Once per round, you may change the suit of one card in your hand to the dominant suit. That's kind of nice. Lock. Your gilded cards return to your draw pile after face off. Ooh. Do I get them again instead of giving them to him? That's kind of sweet, actually. Mirror. Your kings trigger resolve cards instead of unresolved cards. Oh, so unresolved cards are ones that haven't yet to happen. So I'd be swapping them to be resolve cards. So I'd want my king to be later on. I don't know if that's necessarily that great. I think the lock could be very good. I'm gonna get another trinket. Get 2 extra discards at the end of. Okay, I haven't actually shown discards off yet because I haven't needed them, but I think I saved some money because we do have the tax man. So here's the mimic. He starts off with his 2. It's 2 of coins. Clubs and swords are better than it. Unfortunately, I've got 2 of cups, which is one suit that's worse than this. I could discard it, for instance, and draw again. I've got 6 discards, which is kind of fantastic. You'll also notice that he gets 2 times his score multiplier. So this is the first card on the field. It's a 2. It gets multiplied by 2 again, so it's a 4 because it's the first on the first to get played. And then times 2 again, so he technically has 8 worth. So playing a 6 is not enough to win. I would need at least an 8. I could give him a jack to win. Or if I played something that was higher priority, he's only going to have a 2 times 2, which is a 4. And I'm beating him with a 5, which gets multiplied by 2. So it's a 10. So a 10 versus his 4. I'm only upgrading him a little bit. I think that's fine to give him a 5. You know, that'll be pretty easy to beat next time around. So you don't just want to smash the enemy. You want to. Oh, I should have played our gilded cards. That was my mistake. I missed out on money. Let's see. 5 of swords beats this easily. So this is coins. Why won't it let me play it, actually? Your gilded cards return to your draw pile after face off, but why can't I play it? You can't put 2s or 3s on the field. Oh, it's the bouncer. Oh, well, that's kind of annoying. Let me look for more money. I think this is worth it because in theory, if I understand the law correctly, they won't switch over to his side. They'll go back to my draw pile. There's a way to corrupt cards, and that is one of the effects. You know what? I may as well roll for more. I can get a lot of money doing this. And if I'm wrong, he's going to have a very powerful side of things. Let's see. I'm right. He only got the 5. That's great. That'll help with the taxman quite a lot. Although it does require us to put... Let's see. If I put a 6 out, he'll get a 6. I'll get a bunch of money. I can re-roll for more. I'd only get 2 gold, but I have to pay 3 to play it, so there's no point. I'll gain 1 extra gold by doing that. All right, so we'll do this. We will win. My 6 will beat his 4. And we'll continue. Okay, so he's got a 4 and an 8. This is becoming 8, so he's got 16 times 2. He's got a 32 currently. Cups is the highest. I've got a Knight of Cups. Wait, what? Oh, clubs, sorry. I've got swords, an Ace of Swords. Would allow us to just win immediately. He would get the ace and I'd get the 4 and the jack back. If you see the green here around the edge, that's the game adding up what would happen. And it says, hey, we would win. I want to get some more gold because it's free. So I may as well do some discards and see if there's more gold. Nope. Okay. So we'll just win with the ace. The aces are generally quite powerful. So giving this to him now is a little dangerous, I admit. We might regret that next time around, but never mind. I forgot about his ability. His ability is he just destroyed that ace. The ace is gone completely. And he got 3 random cards. They're all very low cards. So we actually got kind of lucky there. I'm going to pay for a trinket. Butter knife. Evenly distribute the total value of our cards among them. Let's start a face off. That's, I don't know. Dice. Once per round, you may shuffle all your cards in your draw pile and draw 6 cards. Okay, so I could mulligan. Base value of our coin cards is doubled. Your coin cards are no longer gilded. That's bad because my lock is based off the gilded term. But I think I'll take dice. That's fine. That should get a card pack, I think. And try and get something decent. King of Cups, honestly. Jack of Cups makes them drunk. Drunk card fails the first trigger of its effect. That could be what we need to beat the ace I just gave them. Let's get another trinket. The base value of her 5s is 0. The base value of her 6s is 20. How many 5s do I have? 1. And I've got 2 6s at the very least. You know what? Okay, sure. I'll take that. Let's get a ticket. So this is cool. Ticket of Sloth. Lazy cards return to your hand pile after face off. Kind of like what our gilded cards are doing right now. Gluttonous cards provide more card draw. Angry cards provide more discards. I would like Ticket of Sloth. Can I discard? I can. To try and draw. They're all gilded. Jack of Swords. Not giving that to them would be kind of nice. I'm fine with that. Yeah, look at that. Sloth cards are just generally very good. We'll save some money, I think, here. They've got a 5. I'm going to do our money. Get lots of extra money. Ooh, actually. That'd be 40 gold. That's more than if I played the 7 as well. Just because of based on ordering. Yeah, I just had to beat his 5. Oh, no, I had to beat his 15 points, actually. Sorry. That would work. Because that makes your opponent's most valuable unsolved number card negative. So this would become -5 times 3. So it would be -15. But I would be giving him a jack. But I'd get 40 gold. So, you know, I could also look for something slightly better. I'd get more gold doing that. That's still 42. That's still more. We'll do some more discards. Now, could use a lower card to beat him if I wasn't getting gold. But I kind of want the gold, so. King of Swords. I think this is fine. Look at that. Good old gold. All right, I do give him a pretty good jack, though, so I'd be aware of that. Can't put 2s or 3s on the field, so I drew all these 3s and 2s. Oh, that's not good. Luckily, I've got lots of discards. Okay. He's got a 5 of swords. Currently worth 30 points. Clubs. Oh, swords is the weakest, so I can play pretty much anything to beat him. King would work. The jack would work. 7 would not work. Because he's got 15 points versus my 14. If it was an 8, that would work. I could do the knight. Multiplies this value by the value of the last unresolved numbered card. That'd be complete overkill, and I don't really want to give him that. So I think I gave him the jack. I think that's fine. Yeah. It'll be complete overkill. I guess I could have used the dice as well, but it's okay. 16 to 15. He's got a 6. Pulling a card on the field costs 3 gold. King's worth 10. I'll get 20 out of it if it stays that way. So he's got swords. Coins actually goes ahead of him, but other swords are equal. Let us do some discards and see if we can't get something You can put lots of those on. Another one. All right. Well, King of Swords versus Knight of Swords. I think I'll give him the Knight. And we'll just make lots of money. Seems fair. Okay. Not often that you fight against the taxman and come out on top. All right. He's got one card. He's got 3 low tier cards. Okay. It's a random card on the field plus an extra card for each round played. He's eventually going to have 5 cards, and it could roll really high. So we'll see. All right. Clubs are the highest. And then coins, cups, and swords. I don't really have anything good club-wise. I'm going to get rid of these lower cards. This 3 of clubs is not great. He currently has 5, 3, 9 times 3 if I play clubs to deny him a little bit of points. Ace alone is not enough. I also don't want to give him stuff that I could give him these, and getting rid of those cards is not the worst, to be honest. Oh, I actually do need that because I needed. Okay, I mean, I still get 20 gold. It will get deleted, unfortunately. Is it worth it? I think that's probably still worth it. Our deck will be kind of thinned out, but I think this is perfectly valid. 24 to 24 Xaxes. I didn't even calculate it. Okay, he's got a king, a knight, and a couple of cheap ones. Okay. Keep that in mind. We got lots of money, so we may as well do as much as we can here. Magic Hat. The shopkeeper restocks card and ticket packs immediately. Ooh. Packs restocked this way have their price doubled. I do have quite a bit of money, so that's not a terrible choice. Once per round, you may put a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. Gluttony cards draw an extra card. Well, you don't really have any yet. I'll take the Magic Hat. Whether we use it or not is a different story. Get another trinket. All packs are 50% off. Oh, well, that's an amazing combo. Card pack. Let's see. Let's get some good cards. Sliced. I think we'd probably rather the Jack of Cups. I think. Yeah, we can just keep doing. What I can do is this as well. Make our cards lazy, preferably. Although I need to cycle through and see if we can't get something better. Making that lazy would be nice. That's good. That means I can use it to defeat them, and then they don't get anything back. Greedy cards provide gold. Proud cards help score points. Envious cards provide upgrades for your deck. I haven't really seen upgrades yet, so I'm kind of curious. All of our jacks are... Let's see. When a jack is drawn, upgrade it. This card can't be upgraded. It gives 8 points, but it lost its other effect. Small ticket pack. I mean, these are way cheaper, so not less creates more cards. Usually it's like the same number, or like I don't know how much value this is going to be actually. Might actually want to skip this. Although I could do it for some of our low cards. That's probably fine. It might just be when a 3 is drawn, create 1 copies of it in your hand. Yeah, that's not great. That's not fantastic. Let's get some more cards that are actually good. An Ace of Swords, we want that. We need some more aces. King of Coins, King of Clubs, Knight of Clubs. All right, I'll take another king. Another one. Okay. These are getting more expensive as we go. King of Swords. Gains value of each other unresolved card on the field. This could be quite good. Knight of Swords gains half the value of each unresolved numbered card. Only numbered cards. Multiplies the value by the number of cards triggered, if any. It's kind of better at the front or the back. Gains half the value of each other unresolved card on the field. Multiplies the value by the number of trigger cards, if any. Yeah, sure, whatever. We'll take the king. I'm not sure how much more I should push for this. I really want more lazy cards. Helping score points is also not bad. If I do it to a king, see, when a king is drawn, this card gains 10 value. Okay. I think we're just going to continue. Save some money just in case. Okay, this is free. Completely free. I should try and draw some kings to increase the value of this, though. Unplayable scores from hand. So we are easily beating him. My gilded cards come back, so there's no reason not to play them here. Get a bunch of money. Seems fine. Yoink. Reduces score to 0, so even though it's multiplied by 4, 0 is still 0. We get everything back. So he's going to be super free on the last round. That's fantastic. That's really good. We might win this. Then again, I drew pretty terribly here. He gets 4 times. Makes each of your opponent's unresolved face cards drunk. That's not good because I need... Why does the ace go after the jack? That is a problem. Face cards. Oh, well... Yeah, it's going to be pretty hard for us to beat this currently. I can deny him this just by having coins in front. That halves his score. So now he's getting 1632. He's got 32 points. That's what we need to beat. Oh, I can beat him like this too. I mean, I'll make this drunk, but like, who cares? Still enough. I will give him a knight and an ace is the problem. That'll be kind of hard to beat next time, so I should do something lower if possible. That's not too bad. A knight and a 6 we could almost certainly beat him with. The 6 is nice because it gives us 20 points directly. Can I beat him with directly that? No. Any other combination of cards? Give him an ace instead of the knight. I think we'll just do this. Let's do some discards and see if we can get more gold. More gold? All right. We'll get those gold ones back, which is quite nice. All right, so he will have a couple decent-ish cards there, but nothing we need to worry too much about. The taxman here, he's got a king of swords. So we really want to beat him in as little as possible. Promise he's going to get multiplied by 4. Okay. The ordering is actually cups are better. The first trigger of his thing would get denied. It's not enough to win on its own. I might want to just do some discards. The ace alone is worth. He beats him. 22 points, gains triple value of each face card on the field. In fact, I can get even more because I can get some money out of this too. I may as well try and discard and see if I get a jack. I did not. He will have an ace next time, which is a little spooky, but we're going to have some difficult fights for sure on the final round, right? All right, he's got 4 cards. He's got a knight, and a king. Got a lot of points in theory here. Clubs are beat all of his stuff, which is good because I have the king of clubs just does it on his own. Ironically, he doesn't if I play that because he's getting seals the value for opponent's most valuable unresolved card. So if I had played we would have got 9, I guess, from that. We'll get a little bit of money out of this. I could look and see There's anything special. Nope. I get a little bit more money. And all he'll have is a king next time around. Damn, that's a lot of points. 200 points. Okay. Oh, right. Never mind. He just deletes it and gets 5 of the cards. He has a pretty sizable amount of numbered cards. There is a jack that does something about that. Yes, jack of clubs. I really want jack of clubs for that particular fight. Let's get a trinket though. Alternates between doubling and having a drawn card's value with each draw. Basically your 3s is 13. That's not super great because this guy I can't. Oh, sorry, it's this guy, the bouncer. I can't play 2s or 3s against him. But that's still pretty good. Your aces are patient. Patient cards ignore dominance and position themselves last on the field. Do I even have any aces left? I do. A number of cards triggered, if any. Oh yeah, that's actually really good. That's very good. Most of the time. It doesn't let you put them up front and therefore deny them points. Don't even have kings. They do have an ace. It's going to be hard to beat if cups end up being the dominant there. So that's a little dicey, but I think this is worth. We'll get another trinket. Less cards, create an extra copy. It doesn't really matter. Well, I mean, we could get a less. I do have one less card, actually. I could do without it, but pride. More points would be nice. 9 points. When a knight is discarded, this card gains 9 value. Okay, maybe. Let's get some good cards here. Jack of clubs is actually a good pickup. Knight of clubs gains value for each other unresolved card on the field. It's cups. Sure. Let's we may as well spend our gold because we're at the end game here. Oh, take a sloth. I would like my ace to not get set. Actually, it doesn't. Sloth doesn't matter anymore because this will be the 5th round. But if I'm wrong about that, I don't actually know. We'll see. I'm pretty sure we only have to win 5 rounds. Right back. It's still like dirt cheap, so no reason not to. Okay, another jack of clubs. Hopefully this doesn't kick us in the ass. We probably don't need much in the way of gold anymore, so we can have a lot of clubs at this rate. Which does dilute our deck a little bit. So let's continue. I think we have enough to win this. I can give him a 2 and win. Huzzah. He had nothing. Very, very easy. Free, in fact. Oh boy, what is this draw? Jesus. These gilded cards are not really going to help us much. They're cups, so we really want swords here. Although I can deny them just by having coins in front of them as well, just to reduce their amount of points slightly. I really need... Oh, God. That works because it steals the value of the opponent's most valuable cards. That's crazy. What? I have 0 points on the field. Oh, welcoming King of Pride gives a score. Ah-ha-ha. Oh, well, that means I don't actually need anything on this field to win this. We'll just get free gold. All right. Cool. Not that we super need it, but... All right, that's half of them. What is this? Ace of Cups, right. Cups is secondary. I need a sword to be in front. Gains half the value of each unresolved numbered card. I think ace card, I don't think that works there. Coins are not going to help us at all here. That will help us slightly. The king is drawn, gains 10 value. Can I just overpower you with stuff? Not yet. Oh, that gained more value. That's nice. This is not working out though. This doesn't work. Was valued by the highest value among all of their unresolved cards. So that doesn't work either. So I may as well toss those away. Am I gonna lose here? I might. Oh no. Dude, we're so close. Oh, ace. Yes, the ace saves us in the end. Lazy ace of clubs. Okay. He's gonna take some of our cards. Didn't think about that. I won't have them for the next fight. 8,500. Okay. From that one card. At least we get the ace back. The collector. Well, we're gonna need better cards than these, that's for sure. Oh gosh. Cups is the best. Swords is next. Oh geez. This isn't good enough. If this was, oh man, yeah. I mean, this is worth 20 points. I almost certainly keep that. We're 0, so obviously don't keep that. Oh, that's not the win. Okay. Multiplies is valued by the highest value among all the unresolved cards in the field, which would be the ace of coins. So that's actually super good. And I think we win. If I'm wrong about this, I'm giving them very good cards, but okay. Run completed. Hey, we did it. Hey, not too bad. All right, let's go to the main menu and see what we unlocked. Start with blue envelope and membership card. Okay, that's pretty nice. The wood table, we start with 20 gold and 4 discards per encounter. Draw 6 cards to start encounter. Stone table, win a run. Oh, win a run with this deck on the wood table to unlock. Oh, okay. So if I do with red, for instance, I can do the stone table with red deck. 10 starting gold, 4 discards per encounter. Draw 6 cards at the start. Okay, how is this different? I just start with less gold? Well, is it just there for the challenge? Do I get anything extra for doing that? I don't think so. Is the deck itself different? Well, yes, because our coin cards are not gilded with the blue deck, but instead... Ooh, that means getting money with them is a lot harder, huh? But it's a lot easier to get points. Interesting. Oh, that does change quite a lot. Well, if you do want to try this game for yourself, I'll have a link in the description. It is currently in early access. As you can see, it's 0.05. And leave a like if you enjoyed this video. And if you want me to play more of this, because it is quite interesting. It definitely took me a while to get into it. But now that I kind of like understand the feel of it, then absolutely. I may have to add some music in post because it's deathly silent without the music. YouTube says no to the music. So devs, if you could please, I don't know, do something about that. That'd be great. Let's see. Now that's just doesn't mention it. Yeah, if you could do something about that, that'd be great. Because it's gonna be hard for people to make videos on this if our music just flags every single video on it. But yeah, with that, we'll see you guys next time. Maybe when we try out the blue deck. See you guys then.